Now, organ donation is something that I've always been on board with. I signed up to be an organ donor when I got my license almost 15 years ago, but I didn't think that I would ever see the real impact of organ donation. A little personal story for you. All of that changed November of last year when my dad received the gift of life from a young woman who died. And we don't know anything about her other than that she had a lung that was a match for my dad. My dad was diagnosed with idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis in 2013. It's a terminal lung disease. The average life expectancy is 3 to 5 years. Now, his disease would progress and plateau, and he decided to start looking into the potential of lung transplant at Mayo Clinic here in Jacksonville. He underwent a series of tests. He was initially denied and then accepted into the transplant program. He was put on the list in September of last year, and after 3 false alarms of going to the hospital only to find out that it wasn't a perfect match, he got the call that would ultimately be the beginning to the end of our worries. That picture is right before going into surgery. Now, when he went in for his surgery, speaking a full sentence was hard. He would cough to the point of choking. He couldn't catch his breath. It was very scary. But this was it. He was getting a lung. Soon, his life would be dramatically different in more ways than one. And that was November 29th. Almost 5 months ago, and his progress so far is remarkable. Without a new lung, we didn't know how much time we had with him. He can breathe now, something that we all take for granted. He'll be able to watch his 4 grandchildren grow up even more, and he'll be able to walk me down the aisle at my wedding next year. April is Donate Life Awareness Month, and I tell you this story because someday you could be affected by organ donation. You might need an organ, or a loved one might. And while 95% of people agree with organ donation, only 54% are registered donors. So there are several misconceptions about organ donation. I'm here to clear some of them up for you. The first is that you can't have an open casket if you donate your organs. That's not true.
Not true. Organ donors have open casket funerals all the time.
Another myth is that your religion doesn't support organ donation.
Not true. Major religions support organ donation. A few don't, but ask your faith leader if you want to know for sure.
Another concern is money. Donation is going to bankrupt me.
And donors, once they become declared as an organ donor, all of the expenses from that point forward come to the area's organ procurement organization in North Florida. That's LifeQuest.
Now, perhaps the biggest misconception, and I've been hearing this a lot, the doctors won't save your life because they want your organs.
That is so patently and completely not true. Doctors and nurses are dedicated to saving your life, not taking it. And when you come in for hospital care, the hospital care team can't look up to see whether you're an organ donor. If they wanted to, they don't have access to the registry.
That was Pamela Rittenhouse with LifeQuest. It's really easy to sign up to be an organ donor. You don't have to go to the tax collector's office, but if you're there renewing your license, it's easy to sign up there. But you can go to donatelifeflorida.org and sign up. You can choose to donate just your organs. You can choose to donate your tissue as well, your bones, your muscles, ligaments, eyes, skin. And coming up tomorrow, I'll share the story of living donation, because that's also a thing. A woman donated a kidney to her fiance. It's pretty neat. They're doing just fine. Their story tomorrow morning.